Volume 9 First Impressions is a series in which I share my worthless opinions on RWBY. I'm splitting this into a couple sections, the things I liked, the things I didn't like. Third topic, I'm about to talk about spoilers, so if you haven't seen the episode yet, it's on Crunchyroll now. Give it a watch and then come back here. Okay, Volume 9 came out swinging because I loved those first few minutes. Volume 8's finale didn't click for everybody, myself included, but this perspective shift was a great way to get people back up to speed. It's tense, it's fast, the musical score heightens the sense of anxiety and foreboding. With the exception of a couple shots, Volume 8 was the first time RWBY used a first-person perspective. This scene is the longest and I'd argue most effective use of this technique yet. The focus on visual storytelling is much appreciated too. The first 4.5 minutes of this episode have the least dialogue out of any RWBY premiere ever. Good job. I wonder how long that'll last. The sounds. They're so good. Look, I love sound mixing and sound design, alright? And Volume 9 sounds great. Neo's punches are meaty. RWBY getting strangled is genuinely uncomfortable. The bone crackling of the Capra demon, it's all really well considered. But I think my favorite sound moment of the whole chapter was this. No dialogue. No musical score dictating how you should feel, just the tactile sounds of this new world speaking for themselves. Every time the camera cuts, it's as if the microphone moves with it. I know it's a subtle detail, but I noticed it, and it makes me happy. The intro sequence is cool, and I like it. Okay, hot take of the week. Inside is the most engaging and distinguished opening song since Time to Say Goodbye in 2014. Oh God, the comment section. Also, the colors and animation is mostly pretty great. Look at this shot. Look at the lighting. They did the thing. They've learned their lesson. The lighting is trash. When I see people talking about the set pieces looking ugly, I'm 90% certain this is why. The colors are fine, the models are good, but the lack of shadows makes it really difficult to judge distance. And it makes everybody look like they're on a green screen. The smooth shading on the plant life reminds me of the pipe screensaver from Windows XP. Okay, I'm actually getting really nostalgic looking at this. A brief word on tone. You wouldn't pair Schindler's List with Bluey any more than you'd pair Looney Tunes antics with the politics surrounding a warehouse massacre. So why are we still doing it? To be clear, the comedy in Volume 9 is fine, probably. It's not my thing. I don't personally like it when reality bends on account of a sandwich. But ever since Pomp and Circumstance, I've just kind of accepted it as part of the show. That being said, you could work a little bit on your timing. Weiss is repressing the fact that she witnessed Penny's death at the hands of Jean. She doesn't know how to reveal this information to Blake, because she might fall victim to despair. Okay, not everyone's gonna agree with this next point, but I think, for once, the pacing is too fast. The aforementioned Weiss dilemma would have hit much harder with a few extra minutes to breathe. You gotta build pressure so the balloon pops, otherwise it just kinda goes. Also, Team RWBY reunite, like, really fast. Although I'm not entirely sure that's a bad thing, because it means we avoid a repeat of a particular series of events. I didn't know where to put this in the video, but it's generally not a good idea to leave someone who passed out cold just lying on wet sand. Maybe put a blanket down, or put her head on your lap or something. I'm not sold on the premise behind the season yet, but it's a bit too early to judge it at this stage, and this is far from my least favorite RWBY premiere. There was definitely a lot that I loved and a lot that I didn't, and at the end of the day, I'm curious to see where they take this. I don't personally like it when reality bends on account of a sandwich, but ever since... Why did that line crack me up so much? I'll cut that out of the video.